Are you ready?
Your character. Please select your super art. Here comes a new challenge. Welcome to your death fight.
Prepare for battle. Well, I got the... Welcome to the world. Now, find a new rival. Welcome to the world of Street Fighter 3. Well, I got prepared for battle. The marker.
Here comes a new challenge. Select your character. Select your super art. Welcome to your death challenge. Select your character. Alex. Ken. Select your super art. Round 1.
Fighter 3. Prepare for battle. I got the picture. Yeah, I'm prepared to strike. Now.
Welcome to your death fight. To your death fight. I am your god. Perfect. Round 1. Fight. Shadow Toro Heroes, Scribble Big Eyes, Fuss. Yeah!
Yeah!